I'm Madman Pondo, and what kind of idiot are you that you're not tuning in to the World of Kayfabe podcast? Do it now, or else.
Bye, pal.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very special episode of World of Kayfabe podcast, a pro wrestling podcast. I am your hostess with the mostest, your tribal king, the man, the myth, the mother heaven legend, the one, the only, the Energizer one, Nick Mother Evan Venom, along with my one good friend, because we're back at it again. The dynamic duo is back at it again. We have the bionic professor himself, Mr. Staggerly Crocker. Welcome to the show.
So you're an Energizer. Where does the battery go?
Tune in to my OnlyFans and you'll see where So unfortunately, we have to do an episode today because I'm gonna be gone. Wednesday night, I'll be gone. I'll be out of here. I'll be heading out to Waco, Texas.
He's gonna start his own compound and a cult.
I will start my own compound and start my own cult or some stupid shit. I forgot to give me a freaking drink, as a matter of fact. Like, normally, you know what? Do the show. I'm gonna go get my drink real quick. Did you want to bring out cold bread?
No, that's a generic Coke. No, but if you watched Raw, that was Karrion Kross's first win since July 28th.
Yeah, fucking Karrion Kross. Poor guy. Poor bastard.
He holds up he holds up like 7 fingers.
Yeah, I didn't understand.
I'm like thinking, are you trying to tell us that finally I won?
It's been 7 months, damn it! Almost a year to win a damn match. Are you also falling prey? Like, Scarlett was there? Was Scarlett? I kind of skimmed through most of the match because I just didn't really care for it.
Yeah.
And it sucks because Karrion doesn't deserve that. But yeah, Karrion's back on track. Karrion's rocking what looks like something out of Impact Wrestling, but like the gear design and like it's very reminiscent to like his Impact days or MLW days for that matter.
I
totally indie gear.
I say we just play up on his Jesse Ventura impersonation and have him be a full-on Jesse Ventura copy.
Oh my God, no, we're not doing that. Not to Karrion. I wish you could find that video. That's just funny.
Yeah.
But nah, man, a lot of shit's going on just today. We got so much shit to talk about that me and Joey decided, hey, let's make an episode, a special episode with a Kayfabe podcast, because the other two klutz, which is Team ABC 2.0, that's what I'm now calling them. I'm calling them ABC 2.0. They're not here tonight. That's Dan and Clarence. Dan couldn't make it because of work, and Clarence couldn't make it because he's old. Anyway, and also Jeff's old too. No, I love you, buddy. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Probably the only one that's gonna watch this episode, more than likely. But yes, WWE is absolutely cooking. Like that alone, we're getting Royal Rumble in the Lucas Oil Stadium, which is gonna be wild. And it's the first of three shows that's gonna be in Indianapolis, starting with this year at the Royal Rumble, which is going to be in February.
Yeah,
Saturday, dude.
Which
they've done it on a Saturday before.
Yeah, which is going to be weird that there's not going to be any pay-per-view in January. But but we're going to have the launch of Netflix at the same time, so I'm expecting that first episode on Netflix is just going to be huge.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that because also we got breaking news. Well, I say breaking news. This is actually from earlier today. We have the update on what's going to happen with Netflix. So now Raw's going to be on 2-hour show. So basically, this is going to be changes from the presentation of Monday Night Raw. will be more presented when the show debuts on a juggernaut platform that is Netflix in January. Number one, this is the one that I'm very interested in, especially after tonight. This man deserves it. Younger talent with a big upside. By this is from our group chat, by the way. Like Braun Breaker, Carmelo Hayes, and Tiffany Stratton, which, yeah, why not? Will be the focal points for the shows. So they're going to be basically focusing on the younger talent, if you will, what AEW should have done since launch. A more modernized set constructed for Monday Night Raw in a particular big budget, big set. So I'm guessing they might be going back to the big fucking giant Tron.
Yeah,
maybe.
well, yeah, the biggest thing nowadays seems to be let's build the biggest screen we can in the world.
Which is dumb. Bring back the industrial set.
Yeah.
Is it that freaking hard?
I don't know why
Bring back the industrial set.
Why do we still have the same announce tables from like 2004 with the whole metal sides with the bolting looks?
Really? I'm cool with that, but update that. I mean, Jesus Christ. Look at AEW. They upgraded to flat screens. You go to like Raw, like WWE's friggin' house booth is like little TVs from like the 2000s, like early 2000s or some shit. It's wild. Anyway, more cinematic and action-themed stories will present in the change to Netflix. So basically like the Wyatt Six, what's been happening with the Wyatt Six, which by the way, dude, oh my god, that freaking promo.
Yeah, that promo where he's essentially interviewing himself. That was so cinematic.
God, it's so wild, but it's so freaking good. The acting is amazing, but I mean, it's not just acting. It's legit.
Oh yeah, like that stuff with his brother. That's not him acting.
No, it's not. But it's great as hell though. Show will be more than likely change days and not present on Mondays. This is a big one.
Yeah, I think it's to not compete with Monday Night Football.
Well, obviously.
Yeah.
But it could happen on Tuesdays. Because they've done Raw on Tuesdays. They've done it in the past.
Yeah, but would they want to compete with NXT?
No.
Yeah, so that would be weird.
If anything, I could see them competing with AEW, which we all know how that would go. Especially nowadays, we all know how that would go.
Recently NXT beat AEW really bad.
Yeah, NXT, a company that is literally in a performance center compared to a show that's in an arena that half the seats are still need to be sold. Like, really, like, there's a recent video, I think it's Will Ospreay, and I think it's an episode of Collision where a fan caught a video of him, and half, like, the whole section is not even filled.
Now, to be
go ahead, Joe.
To be fair, the Performance Center is free.
Well, still
yeah.
Coming.
What?
The fuck, Davey? Oh my god. What the hell? God damn it, Davey. This is why you're not allowed in this freaking chat. This is why I hope I have a good mind to have him be a part of the show. Just to have shits and giggles, but that's for Davey. That's for our boy. Matter of fact, I might send him a text if he wants to join. If he's not busy or anything. There he is. Hey. Hang on. All right. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Anyway, and the fifth and final thing, actually, no, it's actually more than that. Ads will be presented on the show, just like before, one or more Netflix-approved platforms, mixed with Netflix-driven products. So obviously, I'm assuming like TV shows, like what's coming to Netflix, stuff like that.
Yeah, there'll be an ad for like Stranger Things or whatever.
Which that would be like season 8 at this point. You know what I mean? Anywho, I'm trying to get the lighting over here because it's kind of messing the camera. Number 6, and I feel like this is going to be very, very good. Raw and other WWE programming outside of the U.S. will be shown in 80% of the world now. So that's going to be very good that the people like say, I don't know, Russia or like England or hell, fucking France get to watch it. It's gonna
Yeah,
be awesome, dude.
yeah.
To say the least.
It's gotta be. That's gotta make it like one of the most easily watched sports out there now.
Yeah,
Because I don't think they.
definitely.
I couldn't find out stats. I couldn't find out what the stats of the reach of the NFL was, but not. But I would figure it has to be higher than the NFL even.
Yeah. And then this is the biggie right here. This is the last one. The big biggie right here. Triple H will still be head of creative before creative force behind the show, but will adhere to more mature audience. That meaning no more PG. And
Suffering
also,
succotash.
and yeah, exactly. Exactly. None of that no more. Which thank freaking God, because no. Yeah, Pat McAfee was not there tonight. He was pronounced dead at the
Yeah, it's
his show, the Pat McAfee show. He after the lights went out, the YSX got a hold of him and he got. That's pretty much what happened. Unlike Chad, I defeated Death Gable, who
he can't be killed.
resurrected from the dead. Which man, I don't know what's next for that man, dude. Like I know he qualified for the Money in the Bank, but
Well,
what's next for him?
well, apparently the Apollo. Not Apollo. What
The Creed brothers.
the Creed brothers? I always think that they're the Apollo brothers. I have no clue why.
The Apollo brothers, I like that.
But the Creed brothers, they had that tease where they're asking him if he's okay.
Yeah. I agree with what Jeff said. They aren't waiting until Netflix to turn the page on the PG era. You can feel it the last 2 weeks. They're getting very edgy, and I love it. Oh yeah, I mean the Wide Six, the debut. That's a very, very prime example when they revealed, especially when they did Dexter Loomis when he was sitting in gorilla position, and there was that one shot where it was one of the agents, and it looks like he got shot because like there was blood splattered all over the freaking wall, and I was like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
this is a PG show. There's kids watching this crap. What the hell? But yeah, like this is very edgy, and I'm definitely digging it, and I'm loving every minute of this. Like another mature thing. Again, the Bo Dallas interview that he did tonight about Bray Wyatt, where he was pretty much talking to himself, which was really good editing, really good production, and all that stuff. However, the Nikki Cross thing scared the shit out of me.
You know when she was just randomly creeping around the arenas like a year ago?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
would really wonder
Now
if
she's this.
was that the whole plan? Did WWE really have the idea just to have her creeping around the ring?
Like it was the Genesis.
Yeah, like because if that was it, that's really long-term storytelling.
And then, Triple H loves that type of stuff. He loves long-term, storytelling. I mean, look at Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. That happened at whatchamacallit. It happened at WrestleMania. It literally happened from last WrestleMania to now. This whole story viewing and the ultimate payoff was Cody winning the world title at WrestleMania, night 2, that is. So, yeah. And that's another thing, too. That also brings up, we're getting SummerSlam in a couple years as a 2-night event. Could you possibly see Royal Rumble being a 2-night event?
Yeah, I could see all those, even Survivor Series being tonight eventually.
Yeah.
Not 2 War Games or anything. I don't think that would happen.
I
mean, maybe you could have like maybe the women's and the men's on each. Not,
MLW did it, but MLW did it. It wasn't back to back. It was like it was one night, and then they did it like a few weeks after for the other War Chamber match.
Yeah.
I want to say, give or take. So that one was really good. Scared me, yes. So the one thing that really scares me, it's not like oh my god, it's just like huh. It is I don't know if you remember the Bray Wyatt thing, like what he says, we're here, and it's like a.
Yeah.
Now it's Nikki Cross, like
Jumping at the camera, yeah.
like you know what I mean? Like it's kind of like a Five Nights at Freddy's jump scare.
Well, a
It's
lot of
just-
people were comparing this to The Ring with the VHS tape.
yeah, yeah, like it's just, and then the fact that Michael Cole literally addressed that for you kids
Yeah,
at home,
that was hilarious.
This is a VHS tape, like, good job, Cole, good job. Keep up the good work, Cole. Cole did it by himself tonight. He did a really good job. Like it was he didn't sound like a robot. He didn't sound like Jim Ross. Like he sounded great.
Yeah, he was. It was good.
Doing a really good job, to say the least. I love what this faction is going to do to the members, elevate them, will give them the push that they need. That they need, you mean? That'd be the needs? That they needs? Come on, Jeff, it's need, not needs. Anyway, but yeah, and then another freaking faction news. The Bloodline! The Bloodline gained a werewolf, and boy, I am ecstatic.
Yep, they just WWE just trademarked that nickname even, so he's going to
has a Samoan werewolf, or is it just werewolf?
Samoan werewolf.
Dude, the shirt looks badass too. I'm not gonna lie, I might snake me that shirt. I almost got a freaking Jacob Fatu shirt today, but it was the one from Hot Topic. Whereas this MLW shirt, but it was all sold out.
I had no clue that Hot Topic had MLW products.
Yeah, like who would have thought of all department stores that's yeah. Not digging Bloodline 2.0, but Jacob Fatu is easily the best talent in the current faction. Yes. Yes, I can agree to that. But also, I can counter agree that with Guerrillas of Destiny because, yeah, you look at them as a low budget Usos, but if you know them like I do, back in the New Japan days, they were fanging and banging, winning titles, and being the best they could possibly be. So I'm digging the Bloodline 2.0. I know Roman's coming back very soon. The matter is, this is only a matter of time of when. When is he coming back? And when he comes back, obviously it's going to be him and Solo. At some point, it'll be him. I'm guessing, and I'm gonna shoot my shot here. Bash of the Berlin, because I think that's like the next international pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Aside from Canada with Money in the Bank, which is next week.
Yeah, that's not. That's just normal times. I don't consider that anything.
Yeah, that's normal time. But like Bash of Berlin, I mean,
yeah,
we all know Gunther's gonna walk out as the World Heavyweight Champion after SummerSlam.
Yeah. Well, you thought the same. There was a lot of people that said that Drew would walk out in Scotland too.
Yeah. No. You could thank one Phil Brooks for that, and I could not be happier. Though, unfortunately, my man got his ass beaten by Drew McIntyre. But then people on the internet want to cover Drew McIntyre's face with Jack Perry, and this just... it all just makes sense with that picture.
I am really curious what's going to happen with this whole like custody of Paul Heyman, CM Punk thing.
we definitely need a custody battle match. Not one, but two. We need the custody of Dominic Mysterio between Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. And then we also get Paul Heyman in a Shark Tank. I bet yet Paul Heyman on a forklift match, which would be CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. The winner of that match gets Paul Heyman's services for whatever. We get him on a forklift. Then we get Vince Russo. Yeah, bro. I booked it, bro.
Can we have Heyman dress up in like Terry Runnels gear then?
Oh God. Oh no. Oh, that's nightmare too. And by the way, you sick fucks out there that want to do women entrances for Paul Heyman, you're a special kind of asshole. That is just nasty. What's next? Taylor Swift winning the world title? We're not WCW, Jeff. We don't let celebrities win. Well, actually, WWE did. They let Logan Paul win the title, but that's different. Logan Paul can actually wrestle, unlike one David Arquette, which Did you watch? We covered the Who Killed WCW.
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah.
Well, tomorrow night's the season finale, which
somehow WCW got their revenge, and Jamie Kellner, president of Turner Networks at the time, passed away over the weekend, which is just kind of weird timing.
That sucks. Weird timing, and the season finale of Who Killed WCW is tomorrow night on Vice. Yeah, it was it's been a really good show, man. Like I'm really enjoying. I mean, we all know, for us wrestling fans, and let alone WCW fans, we know the situation, but we didn't know from like the Turner Broadcasting.
Yeah, I am curious about this.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I am curious about this next episode with the Final Nitro, because there's a lot of like home video that was shot or something apparently.
Right. And funny enough, this was supposed to be from courtesy of Steven Larson, going in Raw. This was supposed to be a Dark Side of the Ring episode. This was one of their predictions of what that was going to be for an upcoming Dark Side of the Ring episode. It was going to be the last of Nitro.
Yeah.
But instead, we got WCW Bash at the Beach 2000, which that made more sense because a lot of bullshit happened at that pay-per-view than like the last Nitro. I mean, we all knew what was going to happen, with WCW. We all know what happened. We all know that Vince bought the company. Eric Bischoff tried his damnedest to buy the company and to get it back. And then apparently it was supposed to have like a big bang, like a whole new change, a whole new lineup.
Yeah, Las Vegas.
Yeah, exactly.
They even advertised in WCW magazine.
Yeah. And that got scrapped because of what happened.
You want to know? I used to be subscribed to WCW magazine, and when my subscription got converted over to WWF magazine, that really spelled the end of WCW to me.
Well, this is how I found that WCW was out of business. So we watched. My dad used to get like all the inside stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Because my dad was a huge Big Papa Pump fan, which is funny enough. He was a bodybuilder a lot, and one guy he liked is a guy that just so happened to be genetically stacked or jacked, whatever. And so, this is how I found out WCW was out of business. So we were literally sitting out watching TV at his apartment at the time, and sure enough, we were watching TV, and it was like some static, like it was a pay-per-view, but it was static. Lo and behold, it was a WCW show, and that was it.
Yeah,
that was literally like, that's it.
Yeah, I remember coming home from school that day, and
now, mind you, I was 7 years old.
Yeah, I would have been in, I guess 9th grade at the time, or no, 8th grade at the time.
Good Lord, you old.
I would be somewhere between 7th and 8th, whatever. But anyways, I came home from school. Me and a friend actually watched the Final Nitro together because we were like, "Oh my God, WCW is going away." Because it was.
Joey had a full beard. Anyway, so y'all was watching Nitro, the last of Nitro.
Yeah, it's just.
What happened?
I didn't always watch with friends or anything. It would just seem like such a big night,
Yeah.
Because if I remember right, it's been so long. There was rumors that was going to be the final Nitro. Because even Eric had said the week before, but there was like rumors that WWF had bought them.
I think Thunder had ended like a couple weeks prior.
Because I remember.
Which sucked,
Yeah, because I remember there being like a weird break on WCW, and that's all I remembered is like there's such a big gap on WCW, and then all of a sudden the final Nitro.
Yeah, I remember being the big break because the thing was at that time, it was 2001, so my mom had banned me from watching wrestling because, keep in mind, 6-year-old Nick or 7-year-old Nick, well, really, no, 6-year-old Nick will go in the playground, attempt the wrestling moves that he saw on TV the night before.
I got banned from wrestling, but not wrestling in general,
Oh no,
specifically
I got banned. Everything.
specifically ECW.
Oh no, anything that had a ring in it, not happening. Not in this house. So my mother's like, screw you. You're not watching WWF. You're not watching WCW. You're not watching WWA, ECW, TNA, like anything wrestling.
You gotta watch Gorgeous
Bro.
George 1950s matches.
My mom literally even went in this room right here, this room, which is now my man cave. She literally turned this room into no wrestling toys at all. Like I had the WCW Nitro set. And yes, I'm talking the great WCW Nitro set. The one with the little stage, the one with the hook that you could use Sting to whatever. Like I had that. I had the WCW, like the little black ring where the big boys play. Like that. I had that. I even had, like, at that time, I had that figure. The Scott Hall figure right there. That was actually my very first Smash and Slam figure, believe it or not. I just recently bought that a few years ago, but I have the original one, which is actually right there, and then my original Sting figure right there. So yeah, like when I tell you, my mom took anything away from wrestling, like even the shirts, Joey. I even had the NWO shirt. I had NWO for life, like back when that was hot.
Yeah.
Gone, taken away. My Wolfpack shirt. Guess what? Gone, taken away. My Stone Cold Steve Austin shirt. Guess what? Gone, taken away, thrown in the garbage. My Kane t-shirt I had at the time. Guess what? Thrown in the garbage. Like,
we're replacing your Austin 316 with Jesus 316.
Exactly. That's exactly what she did too. Because she's like, hey, guess what? You get a cross put in. Because you're not having this bullshit happen in my damn house. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, I come back home, and mind you, I'm 6 years old. Like, I don't know any better. Like, I'm over here just playing with the guys. But no, I watched WCW. I watched at that time, a little bit of WWF. So, yeah. Listening to, Stone Cold Steve Austin running around telling the teacher, hey, go fuck yourself. Or tell the teacher, hey, kiss my ass. Like, it doesn't look good for a parent of a 6-year-old saying that to their teacher. So, yeah, my mom literally took all my wrestling figures. And I mean, dude, I had some of the best figures. Like, I had Kane, I had Mankind, I had Triple H when he had the blue tights, like, pre the game Triple H. Like, I had that. I had, like, Sting and Hogan of, like, 97. Well, you remember it.
Yeah.
Remember it. It was the 2-pack, right?
Yeah.
And it was like Clash of the Champions, right?
The one WCW figure I always wanted back then was that 4 Horsemen pack.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had that Sting pack also with all the Stings, and yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Jeff, for watching. But no, before Jeff goes to bed, I told Jeff I say years ago. I met him last year. I told him that the holy grail for me, because I'm a Sting collector. I have a number of Sting figures right here. Tony Schiavone and Razor Ramon figure. But if I ever get a chance to get a hold on that Evolution of Sting figure set, that's it for me. Like, I'm done figure collecting. That for me is the end-all, be-all figure set. And I actually had a chance to get that from a guy who, when I met Sting a couple of years ago, he actually had the Evolution of Sting. And but not the box anymore. That freaking sucks, Jeff. I wish you would have had that. I would have bought that off of you, hands down. But no, like, he had it mint condition. He was bringing it to Sting. Sting was going to sign it. Like, just that alone with Sting's autograph, that's worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
Hands down, dude. Like, you go on eBay now, just with that being not unsigned, great condition, you're looking at about $200 right then and there. But yeah, all my wrestling figures that my mom gave me or bought me, gone in the garbage. Either broken in the junk room or banned from existence.
She pull a Jeff Jarrett?
Oh yeah, she definitely. Oh no, she definitely pulled Jeff Jarrett. She fucking put an Orrin Anderson too. Shit, she fucking. One of my figures, she hated it. I think it was Kane. She cut that son of a bitch. Like, Freaking traumatizing. Like, this is why I fucked up. She literally took one of my favorite wrestling figures, and she's like, okay, guess what? Snip, snip, snip. How about that? Like, my mom, God bless her heart, she was awesome. But, 6-year-old Nick didn't give a shit. 6-year-old Nick would cut up in school and then want to do the jackhammer, want to do the spear, and then my favorite, the Stone Cold Stunner, on some innocent 6-year-old child that's trying to enjoy themselves from having a great time. Reminds me of that scene out of Detroit Rock City. Exactly. My mom was exactly like that. The freaking Christian woman. That's how my mother was back in the day. God bless her. God bless my mother. But that's exactly how she was. Jeff put it right down to the T. Right there. Like, my mom, she was very religious. And she would let me watch wrestling, which is awesome. But, again, 6-year-old Nick did not give a shit and just did this little number to the teacher, too. Like, 6-year-old me doing this little number. Like, god damn. And this is why I was not allowed to watch ECW as well. But my dad was cool as hell. My dad was literally like, my dad's like, oh yeah, you go watch WCW. Turn on Saturday. This went into Saturday night. Had that weird like club theme. It was weird, like that, like that shit. Like, yeah, my dad didn't give a shit what I watched. I mean, as long as it was not like, showing boobies and shit. Like, he was cool. Like, hey, you want to watch wrestling? Okay. Want to watch WWF? All right, cool. And this is like peak Attitude Era. So like, SmackDown just came out, the PS1 game, and then like SmackDown 2 Know Your Role, which is like, the godsend, just godsend. That game. We can talk all night about that game, how great that game was, but yeah, like, it's good times, good times. So yeah, and my dad let me do practically what I want, and got my PS1, got my WCW Mayhem, got WWF SmackDown 2 Know Your Role, and that was good to go. Anyway, enough about my freaking childhood, all that good shit. I don't even know what the hell we was talking about. Oh yeah, we were talking about Bloodline 2.0.
Yeah.
I guess.
I don't know.
I don't know. I kind of got sidetracked with how my mom was, but yeah. So apparently, Gable, they're teasing Gable and the Apollo brothers, and it's going to be called
the Creed brothers.
Team Apollo.
I cursed you.
Curse you. Why you sound like an old Spider-Man villain?
I cursed you. I cursed you, Spider-Man.
Easy, Danhausen. Easy. But no, so they're teasing the Apollo brothers. I'm calling them the Apollo brothers now. It's fucking hilarious now. They're teasing the Apollo brothers. That's the Creed brothers if you're not paying attention. They're teasing them to be a part of Chad Gable, but it's like Gable's kind of like stuck in between being a face and being a heel. After he got shot in the head, and on the third day he rose from the dead.
Well, they're sort of doing this whole like near-death experience where he's like, "I'm reformed. Trust me again, Alpha Academy."
Gable coming out like the next week. He's coming out like he's Brother Devon.
Testify.
When Devon had that like priest gimmick.
Yeah.
I can see him coming out to that, like having some big guy being one of the Apollo brothers, like donating, sending out the donations and stuff like that. It's good shit. That would be funny as hell. And he even got Ivy Nile, like, singing the theme song. He's called my name. Tell me. Anyway, but yeah, like, I wouldn't mind seeing that. That'd be funny as hell. But yeah, Chad Gable is alive and well and is nursing from that gunshot wound that he had. Thanks to Dexter Loomis. I can't say about. Oh no, Carmelo Hayes is fine too. Gunther's fine. Apparently, Gunther was part of that beat up. He got clapped, and he walked out totally fine, like nothing even happened at all. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, what else is going on? Besides anything WWE, I know
Um,
all this stuff is going on with WWE, which is great. But we got the season finale of the great Who Killed WCW, which man, what was going to happen next? Are we going to get? Oh, I forgot about this one. Two Cold Scorpio got arrested.
Jesus. Yeah, I forgot about that too.
Scorpio got arrested. Future Dark Side of the Ring episode right then and there. Two Cold Scorpio got arrested today on account of attempted murder.
Yeah, he's claiming self-defense. He was at 3:40 a.m. at a Love's truck stop.
Right.
And apparently got violent. He stabbed him.
Yeah, which is crazy. So he was a security officer, a security guard. This is actually coming from TMZ, as a matter of fact. He was security at a Love's gas station, and when the customer came in, Scorpio pretty much told him, "Hey, you can't be smoking. Can't smoke in here." The guy looked at him and said, "Fuck you." And well, my man played a game of fuck around and find out. The cops were called, and sure enough, the man was stabbed in the head, chest, legs, abdomen, and even buttocks. Two Core Scorpio was not playing around. My man literally stabbed a guy in the ass. Stabbed him in the ass, Joey.
Yeah.
Man literally stabbed another man. How can you live with yourself stabbing another man in the ass?
And here's his mugshot presented on the screen from Team Z.
Yeah, he looks very pissed off too.
Yeah.
I mean, good lord, your ears are freaking huge.
Yeah.
God. You know what he looks like? He looks like Baraka from Mortal Kombat. If you not paying attention, good God, they got Baraka. No, it sucks, man. It sucks that he got arrested. But hey, I mean, the dude was self-defense.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
it happened to Scott Hall.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it reminds me of the Scott Hall case completely.
Yeah. It reminds me of the Scott Hall situation where it was like he was a bouncer at a club and like a guy had a gun on him and they were fighting and he accidentally pulled the trigger. Now that was accidental. It didn't meant to be intentional.
Yeah.
It was, I mean, yeah, sure, it was self-defense, but it was mainly accidental, you know? So, yeah, it's Too Cold Scorpio on the other hand. I mean, what happened to him, I mean, yeah, it sucks, but yeah, so apparently he's facing a, was it attempted murder? Also, I think it was like, attempted murder. What else?
Trying to look for it.
What else is a charge? I'm trying to find the other charge.
One count of first-degree assault and one count of armed criminal action.
Good lord! This man said he's not fucking around.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this case goes.
Good lord! Like the man, like it just looks. Good God, man! I'm actually getting a look at the picture, and I mean, it just looks horrible, man. It sucks. But I mean, the guy. Well, I told you, don't be smoking in here. Sure enough, fucked around and found out, and that's pretty much what happened. So yeah, that's that. We got that going on. Anything else happening?
There's that WrestleMania XL documentary that's coming out July.
Yeah, it's coming out next week.
July 3rd. Yeah,
July 3rd. Which I thought they already dropped.
No, they teased that it was gonna come like a week afterwards, but apparently it wasn't done filmed. It wasn't done edited yet, and so they had to delay it a lot.
Right, so now they finally got a hold of it.
Yeah.
Which is gonna be very interesting to see the behind the scenes of everything that went down. And then we got, Seth Rollins coming back after, since WrestleMania, and he looks really good. Although his attire tonight, I think he might have slept around with Cruel Deville, 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah. Oh, I just remembered something. Chael Sonnen recently accused Vince McMahon of sleeping around with talent and giving them promotion. He claims that he knows 11 people that slept with Vince.
One of them was a male too, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, some people are claiming that Cody Rhodes slept with Vince McMahon.
Ew!
But I don't know how that would be true because he would.
Hey, pal! You want to get back in the WWE? You gotta sleep with me, pal! Hey, remember that movie, One Night in China? Well, guess what? We're gonna have a movie called One Night in Connecticut. Yeah! Cody's like, wow! And Brandon's like, no! But it's crazy, man. And now he's like banned. He's banned from the headquarters.
You know, one person that seems like they want to get fired recently is MVP. He's been going after WWE on the social media a lot. He said last week Triple H doesn't want turn down a Hurt Business reunion. Then recently he's claiming that the bloodline was ripped off of him from the Hurt Business.
What?
Yeah, he's claiming that the whole idea of the bloodline came from the Hurt Business.
Has he not watched WWE in 2021? Did he not watch WWE in 2020? You know? And not only that, I mean,
this guy's still employed by WWE, and he's just like trash talking them.
And not just that. Since when MVP became relevant? Since when MVP was, since when he was a big deal?
Yeah.
Go ahead, chat, please. Go ahead.
I loved MVP back in the day when he had the whole inflatable entrance and
inflatable shit.
Yeah,
and the pyro,
but that's been forever.
Exactly, because a man nowadays he's irrelevant. Well, I mean, yeah, he's a great manager.
Well, for the longest time he was wrestling injured. Now he supposedly got his injury repaired. I don't even remember what it was, but yeah.
Well, I mean, he was managing injured because that's why he wasn't in the ring because he was injured. But he's managing shitty talent. Omos, that really nobody cares about at this point. To be honest, I would not be surprised if they release Omos. Because they're not using... They're only using them at live shows, which, the last time I saw Omos was actually at a live event. And guess what? I saw him. I said, damn, he's tall. And I went to the merch booth. Got myself.
My
poor girlfriend had to be endured to that.
I saw Great Khali back in the day wrestle Undertaker after a Raw, I think it was, and I think I walked out of that match because I'm like, ugh.
Oh, it was a dark match that you.
It was It was the match after the.
Joey didn't want to see two big meaty men slapping.
Because Great Khali sucks, and I'd rather get out of there before everybody starts to get out of there.
And the man did not want to see no bread, no water, but he wanted it. He didn't want to see meat either. Just meat. But yeah, so that was actually gonna be the dummy of the night. Was the Two Coast Scorpio, but it's not really dummy of the night. The man was doing self-defense. It sucks he got arrested, but it's like it's a double-edged sword on that one. But I don't want to get into that. But no, getting back to MVP now, like he did not come up with the bloodline. The bloodline was already starting in 2020 after Roman had his match with Jey Uso in the Hell in a Cell match, and then Jimmy came out and they had that little match, that little rivalry, and ultimately ended up becoming the bloodline. The bloodline has been around since what? 2019. It was like a mini faction or something. It wasn't a big time faction at the time, as it is now.
But you were speaking about Omos earlier. Speaking of other giants, they just should really stop Braun Strowman from running. He looks so goofy running.
Funny. That's just funny.
It's so comical. It's something like out of Scooby Doo.
No, nothing's more comical than seeing Kevin Owens running down the aisle, not running, hobbling down the aisle. Like, is by far one of the funniest stuff I've seen. And I know the man probably wasn't injured, but I'm sure his ankle was hurting him or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah,
the night that Fatu had debuted.
Oh yeah, speaking of injuries, Ludwig Kaiser got injured tonight.
Really?
Yeah, WrestleVotes on Twitter is reporting he's injured.
Oh God, what do you got injured on?
The speculation right now is maybe one of the German suplexes by Braun.
God
He
damn, Braun.
was just kind of just tossing him carelessly in
Yeah, he
there.
was ragdolling him, ragdoll him carelessly. Like, dude, chill out, man. Like, we get it. You want to be like Scott Steiner, but god damn, like
I
even
thought
after the freaking match, dude.
yeah.
Like that scene where he's banging, he almost broke Adam Pearce's door.
Now
He looks at it
now
and he's bam, 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 bam.
now WWE claims that Braun Breaker can run the ropes at 23 miles an hour.
There's no way.
Yeah, I know. Like that's
There's
sort of
no
that,
way.
it's not a huge ring.
No, it's not. It's only like 20 by 20.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then fuck, he gives Sonic the Hedgehog a run for its money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, I'm waiting for Botchamania to do that. Speaking of Sonic, like the theme song to Sonic the Hedgehog, like, gotta go fast, gotta go fast. And it's Braun Strowman running the ropes or running around the ring. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, that shot that they did last week with Ludwig, whatever, was pretty cool. It's like an overhead shot.
Yeah.
And Ludwig was going around and Braun was running around, like running at the top of the screen, and it just collided. But then this week, Sheamus comes out with the knee, and it was pretty cool. Thank you, Kai, for watching. Appreciate it. I think we're down to like no views now. Anyway. I didn't say damn bad idea. No, but no, the thing was, I'm liking what they're doing with Braun. We're getting him and Sami Zayn Money in the Bank for the IC title. I feel like if he can control himself in that match, not carelessly get injured or injured people,
Yeah.
maybe he win the IC title, but not just yet. I feel like, but hey, they might do it because it's like what we said at the top of the show. They're gonna be focusing more on younger talent, and it's like what you said about Sami Zayn a few episodes ago. Like, I'm kind of getting tired of Sami with the IC title, and that's sad. That's sad coming from me because I enjoy Sami Zayn. I enjoy some of his matches, but it's like this whole go get him. I'm the underdog. I'm gonna get you, like that thing. I'm not digging it. It's kind of like,
yeah, they're trying to make like this Rocky storyline with him, and he's not
exactly.
Rocky.
You're not Rocky. First of all, Rocky don't look fucking homeless. That's for damn sure.
Oh god, tonight he looked horrible. His hair was soaking wet. It's like
good lord, like did you just get out the fucking shower or were you hanging out with Bret Hart? Like, good God almighty, the man's hair was like wet. Half his jacket was probably fucking wet. Or must you been hanging out with bum ass Corbin? That's probably what it was.
which that one fabric refresher commercial for laundry with Baron Corbin in its back. They showed that during Raw. The fat,
oh no,
the guy that looks like Fat Corbin. It's just like wow.
Oh shit! But yeah, it's crazy, man. Like, we're getting Braun Breaker versus Sami Zayn at Money in the Bank, which is actually next week, by the way.
Yeah,
We definitely gotta be. We'll be back next Wednesday for sure. Hopefully, the Team ABC 2.0 will be back with us as well, because we do have our predictions for Money in the Bank. So far, the men's is looking very interesting because it's people we would not think that'd be a part of the Money in the Bank. For one, Andrade, he was in there. What, 2018? I think he was in the Money in the Bank.
yeah, I think so.
I think so. Yeah, that sounds about right.
But yeah,
we have. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I've been very happy with everybody that's been going in there. It's like they're giving new people a chance, sort of.
Exactly. Give them a chance, man. Like Chad Gable. They probably gave him the briefcase because, I mean, the man conquered death.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, you conquer death. It's gonna be awesome. You win the thing. Jay Uso's in the match. Also Andrade's in the match. I think who else is in the freaking match?
I don't.
I'm missing
I
people.
don't know.
I'm drawing a blank. It's Chad Gable, Andrade, Jey Uso, and it's a fourth person.
Trying to look it up.
Must say, look it up and see.
Uh, no, that's what. Unless somebody won tonight, and I can't
Oh,
remember.
Carmelo
Oh,
Hayes.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Carmelo Hayes. Yeah.
I forgot about him. Yeah, Carmelo Hayes is the fourth, not the fourth guy, but he was one of the very first ones that qualified for the match. Which another great talent, definitely great talent. Definitely would interested to see how he's going to be in that type of match, in that type of environment. So I think he's going to do great, but I feel like they're going to definitely do Jey Uso winning the briefcase and not doing a damn thing with it. Like, I'm sorry. Some people are going to disagree with me. I don't see Jey Uso as a singles wrestler. I think his singles run is mid. It's mid. I'm sorry. It's not
I
to me. I'm
eh,
not a fan of it. His
everything.
entrance is great.
Yeah, I was gonna say is the hype is his entrance.
The hypeness. Where the hypeness is at is the damn entrance.
which
That's it.
which he's given up the Fireflies.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, you can have the lights now. I'm good. See, he did the smart man thing. He just fucking left. But it's like, but that's my thing though. My thing is that he's great as a tag team wrestler. It's just I don't see him as that. I don't see that. So if you're Jey Uso, what are you gonna bring to the table in this Money to Bank match? What are you bringing? His yeetness. Fuck, I don't know. But and then the women's Money in the Bank looks very interesting too because you got Chelsea Green, you got Io Sky, who has won it last year.
Yeah.
Then you got Lyra Valkyria, which is a great pick to qualify for the women's Money in the Bank match. Now, will she win it? Probably not. If anything, I'm putting my money on Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
Only for the fact that if she wins it, we're getting the Divas Championship back, and it's gonna be awesome. We're gonna get the Butterfly title. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, I'd
No
really
one call them women, but call them divas.
Yeah, I'd really like Chelsea Green to win this actually.
It'd be hilarious. I think it'd be
I'm just a big fan of Chelsea Green, period. But yeah.
Like it'd just be hilarious regardless, but just to see her win it, to stick it up, have that stick up to Adam Pearce or Nick Aldis. I think that'd be great. So far, like I said, Money Bank matches are starting to look pretty interesting now.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
I have Chelsea Green cash in the Money in the Bank to be GM for the night.
Oh my God, yes. That would be hilarious. Like, wait a minute. That's not what the Money Bank briefcase is for. It is now.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like
well,
Kathy Kelly.
if you become GM for the night, you can book yourself in a match.
There you go. How about that?
You can pull you can pull to Kevin Nash.
Yeah, huh. Exactly. I wonder how Stone's gonna be for this episode for Who Killed WCW. I wonder what he's gonna bring for the edibles and stuff.
Yeah,
like
apparently apparently I don't always assume that show was shot after The Rock got hired by WWF, but apparently it was filmed last year.
Really? Oh yeah, it was. It was before this year. Yeah, because they've been working on it for a while.
Yeah.
I've been seeing like news and stuff like that they've been working on it and all that stuff. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see the final episode of the Who Killed WCW series. To see, from the Turner aspect of it and how They were trying and Eric Bischoff was trying so hard to get this, trying very hard to do what he can to get this company back up and running. I think, honest to God, if they would have done like what WWE's doing now, focusing on younger talent and not like Hulk Hogan, who's fucking 100, and people like Macho Man, who was also probably 100 at the time. No offense to Macho Man, but I do love me some Macho Man, but that's besides the point. The thing is, what, in my opinion, was too many egos. Obviously, there's way too many egos. And it was who you know. You know what I mean? Not just that, it was just who you know. Yeah. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, well, it's a better system than having to sleep with Vince. No.
Exactly. I mean, could you imagine like him going to Stone Cold? He's like,
oh my God.
He go, hey pal,
hey you
want to be the WWF champion?
I want you to put that blonde wig on. We're doing the Hollywood Blondes.
Put that blonde wig on, pal. Role playing it bad. Stone Cold looks at him. He's like, well, what the hell, Vince? You want to know Stone Cold Steve Austin to have that blonde wig on and his damn black Speedo and do all kinds of shit? I mean, why Stone Cold Steve Austin to dress like an idiot? Give me a hell no. He's like, walk with me with that, you dumb son of a bitch. I think that's by far one of the only people that told Vince no. And it's like still where he's at today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Still one of the more popular wrestlers of like our generation. Like Attitude Era stuff. And that's another thing too. Like Raw's coming back to a more Attitude Era based like show. I'm very interested to see it. And I'm not mistaken, WWE is going to be the very first live televised wrestling show on a big streaming platform. That's not Peacock.
Yeah.
So that's very groundbreaking to say the least.
I mean, technically, HBO Max had that AEW All Access.
We don't talk about AEW. Nope.
But yeah,
we are not talking about that stupid documentary. Nope. That was stupid. And mainly focus on Adam Cole's love, his undying love for Britt Baker. That's literally what that show was all about. And Tony Khan screaming, no! That was it.
Yeah.
That's literally the show. But I will say I like the fact that they covered the when the Young Bucks came back after being suspended after the brawl out incident. Which, by the way, Ace Steel's in TNA now.
Yeah.
Let that sink in.
Yeah.
And he's working with a guy. I can't say his name because I don't want to say his name right now.
What?
I don't want to say his name.
I don't even know who. You don't want
to say his name.
No way.
You don't want to say his name.
No! Don't say his name!
Don't say the name! Don't do it.
Shazam!
Normally Joey would hit the...
But, I don't have Joe Hendry. If you're talking about Joe Hendry, I don't even know. I don't know. I don't watch Impact, so I don't even know who the fuck he's feuding with.
Oh, no, I'm just saying, like, he's partnered up with Joe Hendry. Or if you're Mark Henry,
I believe Mark Henry.
Yeah, so I've already watched TNA. I haven't. Since Killer Kelly got released, I've yet to watch TNA. But I did subscribe to TNA Plus. So I have been watching all the older TNA stuff. Like right now I'm on 2006 with when Sting came back and announced his retirement.
Yeah.
Basically pulled a Kiss. In 2000, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna say goodbye. It's clearly a money stunt. It's clearly just to hype up the crowd. He came back at the next pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Time. What was that?
What?
What was that noise? Was that a computer?
I don't know. Is the light?
Well,
Oh shit! The lights are here. No.
Bad boys! What you gonna do? Anyway, might be a short episode. It's gonna be a very short one. I mean, like I said, it is a special edition, so. And you got the two of us, these two clowns.
I don't know if there's anything else really.
Oh yeah, Ace Austin is the new Wrestling Revolver champion.
ABC 1, 2, 3.
Oh, trust me, Clarence and Dan would not let that down. They would not let it down. God forbid. But yeah, I'm pretty freaking tired, to be honest with you. My head's pounding like hell too. And I just picked up Elden Ring, by the way. I've yet to play it.
Yeah, I haven't played that game either.
I got it for the Xbox, but I could have got it for PlayStation, but I just decided to get it for the Xbox because I finally beat Fable 3. Like, really finally beat it. All that stuff.
Jeez. Fable's so old. Fable 3's so old.
Look, I've been on a Fable kick. Fuck you. I've been on a Fable kick lately. I don't know why.
I mean, I beat it probably 10 years ago.
Look here, motherfucker. I had a Fable kick, and I wanted to play the damn game. And I did that. And guess what? I became a king, and in my town, I farted on people that did not meet my demands. I'm looking for a damn breading wing. They didn't have it. Guess what? They got farted on. And then they got shot. Right then and there. That was it. But Big Daddy Cool Mesker was at DGCW over the weekend. He had a good time over there. My homies down in Mississippi, Bay St. Louis. If you're ever in town, trust me, go check them out. Very awesome. Really good stuff. They got another show that's coming up pretty soon. More details later on, like in the future. But I will say this, speaking of announcements, we're right around the corner from Cajun Heat 8. It's going to be happening Saturday, July 13th. Doors open at 5, bell times at 6. You do not want to miss it. We have a main event stacked card. We have Vladimir Koval versus Mad Dog. I'm not going to say his actual name because I may fuck it up. So Mad Dog versus Vladimir for the world title, for the GSW world title. Don't want to miss out. Come see your boy, along with Big Daddy Cool Mesker, along with my homie Sip. Sippy from Sippy Show, Sports Show. Come check him out as well. He's going to be a part of it. My homie from Mississippi, he's coming down. So it's going to be really awesome. I got a VIP table. And hopefully, if I can get somebody to make a Water Kayfabe banner, because we are sponsoring the show. We're sponsoring the event. So it's pretty awesome that we're sponsoring my WrestleMania. So yeah.
Yeah.
They have a good time and all that good stuff. Also, if you like what you see, head on over to YouTube, youtube.com/What a Kayfabe Podcast. Hit that follow button.
And make sure to comment that you love Team ABC.
Don't do that, because you'll get blocked. Also, smash that notification bell. That way you don't miss out on any of our content whenever we upload a video. Also, thank you guys for the subscribers. We've gained 235 on there so far. So we're getting there slowly but surely. That Water Kayfabe tattoo is starting to look really good right about now. And then we got 52 followers on Twitch. So we're getting there. We're getting to where we need to be. So guys, if you like what you see, we really appreciate if you guys follow us on Twitch as well. That way you don't miss out any of our live content whenever we go live on here. We do have audio podcasts. So if you don't want to see our ugly mugs, I don't blame you, especially this one right here. If you want to check that out, we are available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, pretty much anywhere you can find your favorite podcast, we're there. And anything else before we wrap it up, Joey?
We're here. Yeah,
We should end the show with something like that. That'd be funny as we might get freaking copyrighted because 100 fucking episodes. Hey, we're gonna block your episode because you had Mean Gene Oakland in there.
Yeah.
And mind you, like it was like what, black and white? Like how could they copyright it? You know?
I don't even know how it triggered the thing. I mean, I had it in like such a projection of just a circle.
Yeah.
Like, how do you recognize anything from that computer? But yeah.
But that comes to show you, Joey, we need to start doing like we could do it, doing like different outros every week, but we couldn't do that. Poor Joey be working his ass off.
You need to. We need you to wrestle a shirt like Lex Luger.
This shirt's too tight, Billy. Was it Super Brawl Saturday? I don't know. Freaking. By the way, too, I've always wanted to bring this up, but the guy who was doing the interview looked like a celebrated pimp or wannabe pimp. Like, what the fuck that guy had on? That's horrible. Very horrible. By the way, yes, my mohawk is all over the place. But and then also I would not be on the show. Are y'all doing the show Wednesday or no? Probably not.
Probably not. No.
I didn't think so. Because I'm not gonna be there. But I'm sure the team ABC, fun if they ever want to do a show on their own. It'd just be interesting. See what they would do. I mean, Dan's got his own podcast. The Saturday Night Main Event podcast.
Yeah, the ABC Hour.
Oh my God, no! We do not need the ABC Hour. No, especially with them two, absolutely not. That's like Clarence having the Nia Jax Hour and all that good stuff. So
the Nia Jax Hour sounds X-rated.
Oh God! So funny enough, I'll bring up Nia Jax. So funny enough, she went on Tinder one day, and the first person that she saw on Tinder was Finn Balor. And Finn Balor's a married man. Why the fuck is he on Tinder? Let that stick in your head. So yeah.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna wrap this podcast up.
Yeah, because I'm starting to get tired, and I still got stuff to do. Well, we got other stuff to do as well. I gotta wash clothes and all that shit. So.
Yeah.
With that being said, Hogan, take us out. We'll see
he
y'all
was
next
wanting
week.
me to get down and dirty with him.
Oh, I got that fan blowing right on my crotch.
Put the brakes on it. I said, brother, that's not my deal. Not into the strictly dickly stuff. Thank you very much, brother, but I'm going back to professional wrestling.
Take us out. We'll see y'all tomorrow. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Dear God. We'll see y'all guys next week. Hopefully the other two Clutch will be back. Until next time. And by the way, if you like this, hey, we appreciate it because we love you for that. Because, we've actually got a review that us two doing the show was actually a lot better than with the other two idiots. I've been left by somebody else. Anyway, with that being said, this is World Kayfabe Podcast, a Pro Wrestling Podcast. This is your host, the Venomous One, your Tribal King, Sick Nick Venom, along with my good friend, the Bionic Professor, Stanley Crocker, and we are out of here. We'll see you next Wednesday. See ya.